All right, so today we're doing something a little different.
Oh,
Yeah, we're diving into YouTube video.
interesting.
So, and it features the midnight sun.
Oh, wow.
So,
Broad daylight, 1 a.m. here in Fairbanks, Alaska. And it's crazy because growing up, I used to hear about a midnight sun.
I don't know if you've ever experienced that firsthand, but it's where the sun basically never sets.
Yeah, I've read about it, of course, but never seen it.
Right, and this video is from Jamaica, Alan, and he's in Fairbanks, Alaska right now. He's basically walking around at 1 in the morning, and it looks like it's the middle of the day.
Wow, that's wild.
Yeah, so let's jump right in and see what it's all about.
Sounds good.
All right, so right off the bat, Jamaica is just like blown away by how bright it is. Each knew what to expect.
Yeah, I can imagine that even knowing the science behind it, it would still be pretty disorienting to actually see it.
Right, like your brain is just screaming that it should be nighttime.
Totally.
Even points out that the streets are empty.
Oh, wow. So it's like everyone's just inside sleeping.
Or maybe they're all out enjoying the extra daylight. Who knows?
True. It really throws your whole concept of time out the window.
Right, like what even is 1 a.m. when the sun is blazing like that?
Exactly. It definitely challenges our ingrained circadian rhythms, you know?
Yeah, we're so used to associating darkness with nighttime and sleep.
Right.
But this just flips that on its head.
Absolutely.
So for those who might not remember, can you kind of remind us how the Earth's tilt creates this extended daylight?
Of course. So during the summer solstice, the Earth's axis is tilted at about 23.4 degrees.
Okay.
And the northern hemisphere is leaning towards the sun.
Right.
So places above the Arctic Circle like Fairbanks, they receive constant sunlight for days or even weeks.
Oh.
And the further north you go, the longer the sun stays above the horizon.
So it's all about that Arctic Circle, huh?
Exactly.
Good.
Imagine the Arctic Circle as a boundary. Within that boundary during the summer solstice, the sun doesn't fully dip below the horizon,
Right.
which is what leads to the midnight sun.
Makes sense.
And even in places slightly south of the Arctic Circle, you'll still experience extended twilight hours where the sky never quite reaches complete darkness.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So I'm curious, though, about how people actually adapt to this.
Right.
It can't be easy adjusting to constant daylight.
You'd think it would be all fun and games.
Yeah.
But there are real challenges.
Yeah.
Studies have shown that prolonged exposure to sunlight can disrupt sleep patterns
Oh, I bet.
and even mess with your melatonin production,
Wow.
which can impact everything from mood to overall health.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
And in the video, Jamaica even mentions how strange it feels to see empty streets at 1 a.m.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it makes you wonder how people manage their daily routines.
That's a good point.
Right.
Well, they have to find ways to adapt. I mean, blackout curtains become essential.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
And some people adjust their sleep schedules to coincide with the dimmer periods of twilight.
So they're kind of working around the sun.
Exactly.
Interesting.
And it's fascinating how culture and tradition have evolved around this phenomenon, too.
Oh, that's true. Now that you mention it, I've heard about festivals celebrating the midnight sun.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. What are some of the unique ways people embrace this phenomenon?
Oh, there are some amazing examples. Like in Alaska, they have the Midnight Sun Game.
What's that?
It's a baseball game that starts at 10:30 p.m.
Whoa.
and continues well into the morning hours without any artificial lights.
That's crazy.
Right. And in some Scandinavian countries, the midnight sun is associated with bonfires, feasts, and ancient myths about supernatural beings.
Wow. So instead of fighting it, they've created whole traditions around it.
Absolutely. It's a testament to human adaptability and our ability to find joy and meaning in the most unusual circumstances.
That's incredible. So we've gone from the science of the Earth's tilt all the way to cultural celebrations of near constant daylight. Who knew a YouTube video could spark such a deep dive?
It really is a perfect example of how a single observation can open up a whole world of knowledge.
Absolutely.
It leaves us with a thought-provoking question, though. Could you embrace a world of midnight sun with its challenges and unique rhythms?
Oh,
Or would you yearn for the familiar comfort of darkness?
that's a great question for our listeners to ponder. I think we've all learned something new today, that's for sure.
Me too.
Thanks for joining me on this deep dive.
My pleasure.
And to our listeners, until next time, keep exploring the world around you.
And keep asking questions.
Exactly, because you never know what fascinating discoveries await.
You really don't.
All right, see ya.
See ya.